Thursday, April 18th, 1:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 2019. Guys, in this video, I've got some more of those static lights that have been observed in the sky. A video from the Dominican. I've also got some unusual lights from Spring Lake, Illinois that I want to share with you guys. And we're going to start in Spring Lake, Illinois, where a young man by the name of Brandon was calling it a night after fishing for many hours when he was walking back to his truck and he noticed some lights in the sky. He stopped, grabbed his phone like most people would do if you have a chance, and started recording. At times in his video, what I've done is slowed it down and zoomed in the best that I could. At times you can see some additional lights in the background. He said that there were other lights. The two main ones, the orange ones, were the ones that he was focusing on. But every once in a while, you can see multiple lights in the video. Like there was one, then it splits into four. Very unusual video out of Spring Lake, Illinois. Look at that. It splits into four right there. And then it goes back to two. Occasionally, you'll see that static feature we've been seeing in the skies here lately. And the video from the Dominican shows a lot of static, much like we saw in Florida, or at least along the coast of Florida in Stuart, Florida. But this is a great video of its own from Spring Lake, Illinois, sent in by Brandon. Multiple lights in the sky, and he observed these. This was around midnight, a couple of nights ago. And it's difficult to pull them forward in this video, but there was static, he said, around these lights. In fact, what drew him to the static was Googling static lights in the sky when he got home after seeing these. They left such an impact on him. And he saw the video that we put up from Florida about the static lights. And that's what these reminded him of. So great observation, Brandon. Don't know what to make of these guys. We've been seeing these a lot here lately. They've been showing up with this static next to it. That's what it reminds me of, like a static discharge in the sky. Now these here look to be just solid blinking random lights, but they almost appear to be moving in unison, and they split. They go from 2 to 4 back to 2. Very, very unusual. Good observation, Brandon. Thanks for sharing. Got a lot of new photos here at the Sky Phenomena Photo Gallery. Make sure you stop by and check that out. The website is linked below in the description box of every video. Now we're going to the Dominican, and we're going to see those static lights again. This video was sent in by Chris. And he noticed a unusual light, stationary light, well, semi-stationary light in the southern sky. And the reason I put together this still image is because what I do is I show you this part of the sky and the lower part of the sky and the upper part of the sky in the video. The video came in more vertical, so what I did at one point, I split up and you'll see what appears to be mainly black without the main bright light. But it's a lot of static in the lower part of the video down here, because the video is more vertical, so I had to split it up like that to give you guys the full effect, because this is loaded with static. The ground is way down here. This is all sky. And this is where I zoom in. Let me pause this real quick. This almost looks like to be something rotating very fast. That's an unusual shape. Again, it's difficult to tell. Your guess is as good as mine, and as always, I'll leave it up to you to interpret what you see here. I'm just sharing my thoughts on what I see, and I see a lot of that static again, like we saw off the coast of Stuart, Florida. But this light here is very unique in its own way. It appears to be rotating very fast, changing colors, almost changing shapes many different times. Very, very unusual light from the Dominican. Great observation by Chris. This is a still image. You can see these multiple lights, what I call staticky lights, all around this thing. It's like another form of energy. I've seen a lot of these lately, or at least more than we've seen in years, just in the last couple of weeks. So I don't know if this is something new that's in the Earth's atmosphere that's just now being recognized. I don't know if this has been around for a while. Here's a close-up view of whatever that thing was there. I slowed it down and zoomed in without adding a ton of pixelation to it. This is where I really zoom in tight. And the one on the left is a different filter than the one on the right. Same exact video, same exact object, just under different filters, and they're just slightly different. But I was trying to, look at that. See the really weird shape to this thing? I mean, I don't think it's physically changing shape, but at least that's what it looks like in the video. I don't know. Super weird. Look at all that static there. Now here in just a second, what I'll do is go down and show you the lower part of this video underneath the light, and the sky is full of static there also. This is just a different filter where I tried to pull forward features and as many of these background lights as I could. Again, he was looking south and he was in the Dominican when he filmed this. Now this is below the light. See all the static below the light? We're still in the sky, but this is what's going on below the light that you couldn't see in the upper part of the video where the main light was. Look at all that. Unbelievable. Great video, Chris. Thank you for sharing. This next video clip is just a very brief clip out of Leeds, United Kingdom. It's of a bright red light. I don't know if this is some sort of a flare. That's what it looks like to me. The gentleman was getting out of his car when he noticed something off to his left between two houses, and that's off in the distance. You see what looks like, or at least it's the color of, a red or an orange flare. And he took a quick video of what he saw, then it just very rapidly disappears. It's going to what looks like inflate almost. I think that's because the camera went out of focus as it's trying to manage the very bright light. I could be wrong though, I don't know. That's just how I'm interpreting this. I think the camera's out of focus here. But there's a very bright light hovering in the sky, and then it just disappears. And it just completely vanishes right there. Gone. So he wasn't sure what it was. It wasn't up very high in the sky. I zoom in real close. I slow it down to try to get a better look at this thing. And more than likely, based off of its height, it's some sort of a drone maybe? Some sort of a flare? I mean, that's not probably 20 or 30 feet off of the ground, so many people back there had to have noticed that thing, whatever it was. Here I zoom in on middle part of the video where you can get a pretty decent look at this light, whatever it is. I think it's some sort of a drone slash flare. Very, very bright. That's what caught his attention, was its brightness. Again, this is from Leeds, United Kingdom. And I think that's the camera simply going out of focus, and this thing just balloons up like it's changing shape, but I don't think it actually was. And then it just blinked out of sight, completely gone. So great observation there from Leeds, United Kingdom. More mysterious static lights from down in the Dominican, unusual lights out of Spring Lake, Illinois. Got some unusual lights. These are vertical down low on the horizon. They almost look like a horizontal rainbow. Look at that. Just all by itself. Almost looks circular if you look at it real close. They're by themselves, some sort of rainbow clouds off in the distance. Gentleman noticed this in North Georgia by the name of Richard. Took a quick video and sent it in. So good observation, Richard. Thanks for sharing. Greatly appreciate it. You can find this video and new pictures in the Sky Phenomena photo gallery. And don't forget to check out the website, guys. Got real-time data up here at the top half of the website. Down here at the bottom half, we've got the Earth Goes East satellite in color, the Null School SO2 CO2 data, live earthquakes map, near-Earth asteroids, International Space Station live feed, geospace, that's the magnetic field of Earth, the North and South Pole, their positions, new force, moon phase, Schumann resonance, power outages map, geoelectric map, seismographs, real-time lightning. If you have pictures you'd like to send in, you can send them to reports@mrmbb333.com. Daily report up here at the top, that's the newsroom. New news stories updated daily, at least once, sometimes multiple times a day. You got the sun data over here on the left and throughout the center. Like I said earlier, this is updated 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't forget to check out the Sky Phenomena photo gallery. Have some incredible new photos at the gallery and videos. And this is an example of one of the new photos, standing by Haley Higgins of Carlsbad, California. She took a picture of this sunset through a fisheye lens. That is super cool. Thank you for sharing, Haley. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.